just can't get enough of it.
Watching Shannon pilot this, it's like you said, it's like the fact you need to have a mastery of the columns for this is incredible. Did Yang make Shannon go first? Because I am 100% certain Shannon would not elect to go first.
This is awesome. I don't care who you are. This is peak Yu-Gi-Oh! Wow.
Set 1 pass, and then here we go from Yang. A set, which in his deck makes sense, and then 3 set pass from Yang. Look, he's purposely playing around the columns because he already knows that he's playing against the Mekk-Knight deck.
Has Shannon finally found another column master?
Normal summon of Ghost Bell.
Okay, so this can make Almirage.
Yes. Again, this is just demonstrating Shannon's mastery here. So he's going to go ahead, link that off. It's going to make an Almirage in the far left extra monster zone to give him a column.
Yeah, Ghost Bell not very good against Paleozoic. I guess it has applications, but none of them are better than this.
Yeah, very few.
Yeah, I don't know if I like this placement, however. If he put it in the other zone, he could guarantee that he'd be able to special summon. Now if his opponent chains that card, things are going to get crusty.
So there's Purple Nightfall. That's probably the best Mekk-Knight you could ask for. And there's a strike immediately taking out that Purple Nightfall.
That is the best strike target in the game. Prove me wrong. There's nothing that deals with this card so efficiently.
There's still a column, though. So here comes a Red Moon. Red Moon is able to destroy monsters, which Yang currently has 1. I'm not sure if it has to be face up, though.
And it has to be in its column.
Yes, so that is a little bit tricky here. So it's not going to be doing much. It is a body, at the very least.
And it does potentially turn into a Morning Star, which is the important part.
That's true. And that might be what Shannon wants to do anyway.
It looks like that's where we're going.
Yeah. So Morningstar coming down. Yang's going to take a quick read here. We've seen this card a few times from Shannon. So basically, I think it's discard a card, add a World Legacy or Mekk-Knight card to hand.
And the card that they always search, of course, is World Legacy Secret.
Yes.
It reborns one of your graveyarded mechs and then allows you to pop off further. It also negates the effects of monsters that activate in the same column as your mechs, which is going to be extremely critical.
And so he hasn't discarded anything yet. Okay, we're going to see an Olenoides pop on the set.
Sure.
There goes a Dinomicious
and
a Trap Trick.
Okay, so of course Shannon has the first ability to summon
a
Paleozoic.
Funny enough, he's playing his own Paleos.
Yangling, unfortunately, is going to be able to find a much better one and then special summon a Paleo from his graveyard, then likely flip up that set card and get toting.
Yeah. So at this point, he can just go ahead, flip up the Dinomicious, banish the Morningstar here. He also gets back the Olenoides for his trouble. And that's going to put Yang in a pretty dominant position at this point, unless Shannon has a follow-up.
For those of you in chat saying the individual who got a game loss from deck check probably dropped, no, they didn't. It was a swift 1-2-0.
I don't think any of us were expecting that. So Yang
going to combat with the 1200 attack.
It's relevant.
Yeah, it is. It is. And now, of course, in main phase 2, we'll make the frog.
Notice how Yang has just been blazing through this, no hesitation.
You have to play fast if you're playing Paleo. Your games take 20+ minutes to win. You don't want to get stuck into game 3 where you can't possibly do more damage than your opponent's ridiculous Hayates.
I think Shannon's got 3 cards in hand, but he is staring down a Toad and a possible negate here from the back row.
Oh, wow. The column management. Important to never place those under the free extra monster zones or under potential places where Shannon could just set something.
So here comes the second Purple Nightfall.
Ooh, if you thought the first one was bad.
Are we going to see another strike? No way.
Oh,
Judgment.
Judgment.
Okay.
That's still pretty good.
That's still pretty good. So that's going to bring Yang down to 3250.
So a pair of Solemns really walking away with this game here.
Yeah, I mean, the traps are just really pulling their weight, being able to take out these Purple Nightfalls one after another. And, well, it's Dinomicious taking out the Morningstar, too. So, I mean, here we go now.
This is the end of the game, right?
I feel like it should be.
Shannon is at just slightly too much to Borreload, unless you normal summon the Swap Frog.
Yeah. Now we're going to dump another Frog. You're going to get that other Ronin Toad in the grave. I feel like this is Boral Sword game, right?
Yeah, seems likely. I mean, there's tons of ways you can make it with such a low life total. Looks like he's thinking about starting with a copy of Star Boy. Oh, wow.
There he is.
Can't believe this card is as playable as it is.
The man himself. Top hat, monocle, and all.
So I think this is the add back to hand.
Ooh, Phantasme.
Oh, okay, that's going to complicate things.
Yeah. Ooh, Shannon putting it in attack mode, though. That could actually come back to bite him.
Shuffle a bunch of cards from his hand back into the deck. Solemns shouldn't be at 3, change my mind. Here I've got a pretty good argument. This match wouldn't be happening.
That's 100% true.
Shannon thinking real quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm really curious what that back row is. Ooh, it's his Dynamishes of his own.
So that's 2 links off the table.
Yeah.
And he's going to get a Paleo for his trouble, but
yeah.
It's something. It likely means that Boral Sword won't be lethal. Looking at the graveyard real quick. Okay, let's just make another Mistar Boy. We'll bring back this Ronin
I was going to say,
Totem.
usually the decks play 2.
Hey, announcers, did Draco make top 8? Unfortunately, I must report that Draco did make top 8.
There was 2 Draco that made top 8, and Shannon's going to scoop it up. Yangling Wu taking that first game. That was very swift.
Yeah.
I'd love to see one or both of these players resolve that card. Because, I mean, we've seen Shannon play the yellow Mekk-Knight, which does pop back row. So, I mean, he's not shy to use it. And
Shannon's on the yellow Mekk-Knight. Shannon's on Galaxy Cyclone. There's a lot of scenarios in which you can just accidentally lose the game to, is it Raid Raptor? Let me see.
So, Yang starting pretty strong with the Swap Frog.
All right.
So, going to go ahead and dump that Ronin Totem.
So
he
Shannon
has the
elected
other
to go
Ronin.
second. Ah, God, these opens are so strong.
Yeah. So now Yang, at the very least, is going to have a Toad plus 3 back row.
Wow. That's a heck of a start.
Yang also plays Demise, which is very interesting for Paleo. A
Yeah,
lot of people
Paleo
are actually
have kind of shied away from it, but
yeah, a lot of people are against it because it conflicts with special summoning. Ooh, Ghost Spell on the Ronin Totem.
okay, that does work.
But he has 2 Toads, so I think that's a little bit of a problem.
What do you mean?
Well,
We can normal summon a Dupe Frog.
because he has the effect of swap.
The spare normal. Yeah.
Right. I wouldn't say it's. You know what I mean.
Yeah. The 2 Ronin Totem in graveyard can't banish each other, unfortunately.
So there's Toad set 1.
Toad set 1 pass. Well, he drew 4 frogs. Sure.
I mean, he gets the dupe off this, so he's very much thinning his deck.
No, I'm happy if I'm him.
Going back to what we were saying, though, yeah, they usually don't play Card of Demise just because it conflicts with the ability to special summon. So
It was one of the very early
Yes.
Paleo includes, and slowly got moved out as we got better draw spells, things like Pot of Desires, Pot of Extravagance,
Yeah.
etc.
again, it's not the worst. It's just I would say it's rather unorthodox by today's standards. But obviously, he got to top 8. So
Speaking of old card choices, there's a Scapegoat in this list.
yeah, I heard that card's pretty good.
It's okay. I think that people just stopped playing it. I don't understand why. People thought, well, it's not worth an investment of 4 cards in the extra deck just for 1 card in the main that I resolve sometimes.
I think that's the biggest problem, but then in addition to that, you also can't special summon the turn you flip it, so, like, you can't do anything else, and, like, all the decks right now kind of, like, Orcus, like, you couldn't play that, you know?
Yeah.
You need a very specific type of deck that can accommodate it. So here's a summon of, check this out!
And there's the trap trick. He is going to check it out. I will say the absolute silliest thing in Yangling Wu's deck is the Mirror Force Suite. He's on 1 Drowning Mirror Force, 1 Storming Mirror Force.
I just noticed that. That's interesting. So here comes a Canadia.
Following after Robbie himself.
That was such a good blowout earlier.
Canadiating this card down prevents it from becoming Link Spider and setting up a Mekk-Knight play, which is probably enough to end the turn.
That could be enough to end Shannon's turn. Granted, he does have plenty of spells and traps that he could just set to make his own column, but
setting something would do it here.
Yeah.
Looking at his hand
He
real
has
quick.
5 other cards, or excuse me, 4 other cards, because he did discard Bell for Ronin.
So to those of you asking about top 8, we do have this confirmed now. It's Infernoid, looks like 3 Orcust Advanced, Mekk-Knight, Paleo, Thunder, and True Draco.
Well, 2 Orcus guaranteed advance, we know that.
Right.
So Shannon is making his own column with the back row here.
All right, purple's a good one.
Purple's probably as good as it gets.
Unfortunately, you can't walk over the Toad because I really want to.
That Dupe Frog is pretty good, I hear.
Dupe Frog's going to add swap, but realistically, how many more frogs do you have? I think there's 2 swaps left in the deck.
No, there's 1, because he pitched 1, remember?
So this is the last swap.
I'm fairly...
There's 1 to 2 more dupes.
No, because there's 2 right there. Does he play 3?
He does play 3 dupes.
Oh, he does play. Okay, so he has 1 dupe left in his deck then at this point.
The 3-3-2 ratio, I'm pretty sure is standard.
Isn't? I thought they play 2 dupe.
Oh, if they're greedy.
Oh.
I know I do.
And Shannon set 3. Ooh.
Do you go for the toad here? I don't think you do, right?
How
You
do
don't try and prompt it with a purple?
That's tough. It depends on what his other back row are, really.
So what could the back row be? We have Infinite Impermanence, we have World Legacy Secret, and we have
Dynamiscus.
Paleozoic Dynamiscus.
He also sides in Waking the Dragon, as we know.
Out of the board, we have the Artifact Suite as well.
Yeah, so there's plenty.
I don't think it's going to be the Artifact Suite, though. This is weird. Just giving Shannon an opportunity to just fire off the purple if he so desires. Going to look at the graveyard real quick to see exactly how many Ronins we're going to have to deal with.
So, gonna pitch that dupe that he just added back for his swap.
All right.
Here comes Ronin. And Shannon gonna take a look here at the graveyard.
What was the banish for that? We have a Ronin and a dupe, so there's exactly one more Ronin available. Banishing the dupe turns off the Ronin. And banishing the Ronin turns off the toad, provided there's no Paleozoics in graveyard.
Well, he does have Canadia.
Ah.
So,
Yeah. I think Shannon's coming to that conclusion as well.
it's a bit tricky.
It's weird. You could Dynamiscus and then chain your own purple, but your opponent would have to let you do that, and they're just going to chain their effect of Paleo and Graveyard.
So we're gonna see purple use its effect, banish itself for till Shannon's next standby phase.
We're getting what, blue?
That looks like blue to me.
Oh, it looks like cobalt to me. Or indigo? What's the name of the card? I've spent too much time on YuGiOh.
It's definitely indigo.
All right, here comes the toad. He says, okay, are you going to do anything about this board? No, I am not.
Yang taking a moment to think here,
Yeah.
which is fine. I mean, they got 25 minutes. I don't think this is going to go on too long. But
All right, so we're bringing back the other Ronin
yep,
toad.
second toad coming down.
All right, let's see Anomaly Karis with no traps attached.
That sounds like a great idea.
Yeah. Again, chat, top 8 is 3 Orcust, Noid, Mekk-Knight, Paleo, Thunder, Draco.
I'm really curious what Shannon's back row is. A well-timed Dino Mistress could actually be very good, but the problem is as soon as Yang makes a toad, that's kind of shut down.
And he's making it right now.
Yeah, I feel like that's correct.
It could be like a Scythe.
I mean, it's happened before.
He's got 3 Artifact Lance as well. Maybe he set the Lance.
So here's the dupe. The third dupe, by the way.
Was this the normal summon?
I think that's the extra normal summon dupe.
Ugh.
Oh, is it extra normal summon, or is it just regular normal? Anyway. So we could go double Toad Mastar Boy.
Is that good?
I mean,
it's okay. I don't know what it does that, you know, several other boards you can make with 8 link material doesn't.
is he just going to attack? Oh, that's funny.
That's hilarious.
Let's go for the damage. Okay, so what swaps attack normally? 1,000?
1,000?
So 15?
15 on swap? Jeez. That's a beefy
Mastar
board.
Boy's 19.
Oh, it's 15 because of Mastar Boy.
Yeah, and then
27
27 for Toad. Remember,
Wow.
all these are boosted by 500. Because of Mastar Boy, that puts Shannon down to 1,900.
Wow, wow, wow. How did we end up here?
He could go double Toad now, just to have another negate, but...
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Is he out of frogs? Surely,
has,
1, 2,
I
3,
think-
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He plays
That's
8.
eight. Yeah,
He has
that's all
all
of
of his
them.
frogs. Okay.
We're not getting more froggy than this.
He's going to go for the double Toad.
All right, I mean, if Shannon is able to out this board, that is the end of the game. He's got 1 card in hand. It's not a trap.
Man, don't you remember the boards like this? Remember when you didn't need Link monsters to make that?
Yes. God, I miss Awesome Toad. Or, what? Awesome Hero. Awesome Toad.
Oh, man, that was cool. Yeah, with Bahamut Shark. Yeah, that was nice.
So the return, of course, doesn't start a chain or anything.
It also doesn't require a column, so keep in mind that is in the standby phase that Purple Nightfall is returning to Shannon's field.
Now, the unfortunate part is now that we can finally attack the Toads, they have too much attack.
You can attack the Starboy at the very least.
Hey, there's Indigo.
That's Indigo.
I knew I wasn't seeing things. So
I think he had Indigo in hand, though. I'm pretty sure he had a Blue Sky.
do we have a set copy of World Legacy Secrets? Because that would really unlock the hand.
Ooh, does Yang have a response here?
A solemn judgment. Wow, that's a good response.
Wow. Okay, so Yang going to forfeit half of his full life total just to get that Indigo Eclipse off the field.
Of course, that's the last piece of interaction. I mean, 1 Secrets probably wins Shannon Long the game.
Oh, I was going to say, he's got 2 Toads, so that's interaction.
Well, you'll find a way out, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Do we have a Called by the Grave? That would really work wonders here, too.
This is the first time I've seen Shannon, like, so...
This is very clearly Toad bait.
Yeah.
Do you do it anyway?
So World Legacy Memory special summons a Mekk-Knight from deck in defense mode. Basically, E-Telly for the deck.
He is going to do it anyway.
Looks like he's going to get baited.
Do you want it? No. Yeah, let me just give you a free zone.
Watch that be relevant.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Magical Explosion for exact lethal. No. He's like, okay, well, those are your last 2 frogs, aren't they?
Do we see what he added back with Toad?
Yeah, you added back the swap.
Swap, I imagine.
You got to start adding back Toads, I think. Else he's going to run out of them. In fact, 1 removal spell. Oh, wow. That is an activate once per turn.
Yes, and Toad negates activation, so...
Will he let this one happen? If he does, then he's got a huge problem.
What if Shannon has 3?
Oh,
he
boy.
did in that one match.
He did.
Yeah.
He drew 2, and then I think the 3rd one was on top.
Well, no, he drew 2 and then discarded the 3rd for, I think, a Dino-Mishus effect.
Yeah. Hot. Oh, he is going to do it, it looks like.
Wow, but if he does that, like, then
Then
Purple
what, you
Nightfall,
attack with purple
Yeah.
and the game's over?
he's really just not. And there it is.
And now that the board is clear, I will be ending this game. Thank you. Wow, that was really something.
So that is the Monster Reborn.
I really don't think you can hold these Toads for anything but the World Legacy Secret.
That, ooh.
Odd Eyes Magic, I'm not going to say your comment, but it's very funny.
I think that might bring this back around in Shannon's favor.
I mean, that's the end of the game.
It has to be, right?
You just shuffle over to that Mistar Boy. Suddenly they've got a Swap Frog with 0 targets.
Yep.
It's the end of the game.
I mean, you can just use Red Moon, pop right there, attack. That should be it. That 4K from Yang on Solemn Judgment actually was the reason that this ended.
Wow.
Granted, I mean, it was a bunch of other steps
I
after
mean, there's
that,
a ton of reasons,
yeah.
but all of chat saying the game was over when they saw 2 Frog. I'm telling you, that format ended for a reason.
That game 1 where he did make Shannon go first and he just set one pass, and he ended up winning that game. So.
Do we have it? Do we have the normal summonable monster in the opener? I see it.
Do we have the Aperia?
Let's go.
Let's see. Or did you see the Avram?
I saw the Aperia.
Oh, the Aperia, okay.
Oh, I hope we see it.
Can I just say I love the fact that Aperia is actually seeing play.
Chat is saying Clifton wins again, Noid in top 4.
Ooh.
That was his best matchup, though.
So he's
What
normal
is
summoning
that?
Ash Blossom.
Oh, that is the new art. Man of Culture. Almirage is a monster.
That gives him a column once he sets a card. And that's exactly what he needs, is get the Purple Nightfall for the 3rd game in a row.
Wow.
That's good.
So Purple Nightfall can be summoned by a multitude of cards, so it's not that big of a deal that he found it every game, but it still feels super debilitating if you're in Yang's position.
Now he gets to get Indigo Eclipse, #MoveMan. Move.
There he goes.
Yang just going to take a quick look at Indigo Eclipse. Oh, are they checking like the...
The text of Indigo Eclipse?
No, I don't know. I think I'm looking at like the warping of the card, maybe.
If he has to buy a new Indigo Eclipse, I don't think it's that big a deal.
I don't think it's that big a deal, yeah. I feel like in the deck check, they would have taken care of that if it was an issue. So, yeah.
We're now going to go into World Legacy Memory. This is where you activate the Ash if you've got it, friend.
It's going to discard Blue Sky for Morningstar's effect.
I love that this deck just gets to play like 15 hand traps because you can normal summon them and go into Almirage. I find that hilarious. What is that? Oh, no. I know what that is.
What is it?
World Legacy Key, I believe.
Okay.
This card does the exact same thing as World Legacy's Secret, except instead of special summoning from the graveyard, it doesn't, and it negates trap effects that activate in the same column.
No way.
It is an alternate card you can search off of Morningstar if you already have a Secrets in hand. Boy, it is a house.
This is going to get really interesting now.
Imagine. Your opponent moves 4 times in one turn to negate every Paleo.
So World Legacy Secession now is going to get to revive the blue sky.
Okay. Where are we going with this?
Also remember, Purple Nightfall is going to return. He's going to go for Spectrum Supreme. There he is.
Spectrum Supreme, a Cyburst monster.
Yep. 3,000 attack on a Link 3.
Wow, this is an incredible setup. What else is in the hand? Is that a Paria? It can't be. He would have summoned it.
That's a Gamma Seal. Ooh.
Wow, we're really going back. Gamciel, your Toad, go.
Spectrum Supreme. Wow. This is great. There's 1,400 people watching a Spectrum Supreme getting dropped in 2019.
Wow. This is not the first time Spectrum Supreme has been dropped on camera here.
It's the first time it got dropped this many in front of this many people, though.
That's true.
Yeah.
This is Spectrum Supreme's big debut. Please be nice. He's never been summoned before.
He can attack directly.
Please don't tease me.
And so Shannon just pass. And Yang's going to set a monster, which is not too surprising for a Paleozoic deck.
So, unfortunately for Yang, I don't think he has an out to Spectrum Supreme.
Okay.
It is a Towers. It cannot be destroyed by card effects, and it can't be targeted by your opponent's card effects. That's going to make it very hard to get over. Importantly, he can send a card he controls in the column of this monster to the graveyard, especially Mekk from his deck, which, as you know, is going to get out of hand almost immediately. Spectrum Supreme also forces your opponent to start playing for you, setting cards in its column so it can't attack directly.
Yeah, is there an out? Is there actually an out? Well, okay.
I'm looking.
Is there a Waking the Dragon out? Because we know
Imagine the game comes down to Ultimate Falcon versus Spectrum Supreme.
Yeah, what an anime moment there. But while you're looking for that, Shannon's turn is rotated back. So Purple Nightfall is going to return to the field during the standby phase.
So Storming Mirror Force, for all we've said about it, is in fact an out to this card.
That's wild.
But of course, it's less of an out when he's got a key in hand.
I was going to say, is that how this is really going to happen? Are we going to witness this on stream? Wait. If Spectrum Supreme can attack directly, can you trigger Drowning?
You can. Oh. Except, you know, you're not going to be able to set a Link monster.
Right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Never mind. No. Quaking shuffles back to the deck. Oh, no.
No, you're thinking of Drowning.
Drowning sends back
yes.
to the deck.
Quaking I'm thinking of Quaking. He is playing Drowning.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Please.
So here's the key. Is this the key to Shannon's victory and the key to top 4?
I'm going to be so mad if he wins off of one of Drowning Mirror Force. Come on. Look at how much work Shannon's put in.
Chat, if we don't have 2,000 people watching this by the end, I'm going to be sorely disappointed in you guys.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my God. This is amazing. So there's the Gamma Seal.
Yeah, have fun in that column. No, unfortunately, this card misses timing every single time it ever goes to the graveyard.
Yep.
Might as well not have an effect. A monster was tributed, and that is enough.
That's Oh, no.
Okay, let's see it.
Here comes Blue Sky for 2.
So we knew the Blue Sky existed.
Yes, because he got that back.
This has got to force something out of Yang.
I mean, if not, Shannon's just going to go off.
And he says, okay.
It's going to go.
Blue effect?
Yep.
Oh, sure. Fine.
Oh, man. So keep in mind, Shannon has not summoned a Purple Nightfall this turn. He's just brought it back.
Yeah.
This is wild.
This deck is so cool. Can you imagine if this thing takes the whole... In my wildest dreams, I wouldn't have imagined. But now that it looks to be on the cusp of top 4...
You realize if this wins, it's playing Infernoid in the next round.
Oh.
You realize whichever deck wins this is playing Infernoid in the next round.
Oh, wow. Imagine.
Oh, man. This is great.
So
I love
traps
this.
now negated. They are both under the same column as Mekk-Knight monsters. Here comes Indigo.
Eclipse.
Move, chat. He's thinking, what can he possibly do here? It's like, I don't know. It could be Scapegoat. That's what could happen.
That could.
He only takes 3,000.
All right, so
Walking into Gamseo.
So Eclipse attacking Gamseo, so that's 200. Yep. And then is that everything direct?
3. Oh, what is Indigo? Is it a 28?
It's
huge,
3K.
right?
Oh, no. Oh, wait. You mean Spectrum?
Spectrum's
is
3K. Indigo is...
Indigo's 24.
24.
Blue Sky's 2K.
And then Avram, of course, is 2K.
So does that put him on 800? Oh, but there's the
It was the Scapegoat. Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
This is such a possible out. You can make Boral Sword off this. Oh, my goodness.
He needs a monster, right?
Are we really going all the way back to 2018 when we were all jamming 3 Scapegoat here? Is this really happening?
Is this enough, though?
I don't know.
No, I don't know if it is.
So what's in the... I'm looking furiously at Yang's extra deck. We've got Boral Sword, to say the least.
Okay, wait.
Avramax.
Tokens coming in. He's making
Security Dragon.
Yep, that requires just 2 tokens.
That's important.
There's a Link Rebo.
Okay. Well, are we actually making Avramax here?
Phoenix.
Phoenix to draw a card.
And go after one of the back row.
Is that set trap really that important? Oh,
Pitching Demise. Getting rid of the key. He's going to... Ooh. So that
that's going to negate the effect.
That negates Phoenix's effect, correct?
Yeah, it does. Ooh, that is such a blowout. Absolute house. A second mover. That's too much shaking. Be careful, Shannon. You're playing with fire.
And now every column has a Mekk-Knight in it.
Wow, you can't resolve a single trap for the rest of the game.
This is just like the play mat from Nats 2 years ago.
This is like the ultimate revolver lock. I can't believe how perfect this is.
What a match. Oh my god. So Phoenix is going to get negated.
Was that a pass back? No, we're going to the extra deck for sure. So we've got Avramax.
What can he make, though?
Just that, right?
I guess, but, like, does that do anything?
I can't believe that it does. I mean, even if Avramax just sits in the extra monster zone like a moron, this Spectrum Supreme can attack almost every turn as long as we get rid of that set trap.
And he can just win, right?
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
All right, so it looks like we're going to combat. Let's attack the mover.
So that's going to be, what, 600?
Yeah, I think so.
Avramax is 3K, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's going to go through.
So which towers will be more powerful?
Yeah, this is like the battle of the towers.
I assume he's activating the effect of Avramax to make it do 3K.
Yang has another set card, though. Like, could he actually come back from this? And he's got 2 cards. He's got 2 more sets.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, if they're traps, they're useless. Oh, except the one that is not in a Mekk-Knight column.
Yeah.
You can only move once, friends. This is such an incredible game.
1,471 people getting to witness this.
People were so close. Get us there. All right, so we'll draw for turn. Yang's looking at his set cards. This is kind of the time to resolve stuff if you want to. It can only move once.
But Purple Nightfall comes back.
Oh, effects negated.
Oh, that's right.
Good call, team.
You're right.
Oh, chat says 1,500. We did it.
We broke 1,500
Oh,
viewers
you people
for
are
this.
excellent.
All right, now 2K.
There we go. Chat, truly we would be lost without you.
I think Shannon just kind of explaining how I believe Key works.
Yeah, Key is just a completely ridiculous
so
card.
Yang gets to use the 1 card in Avramax's column, I think.
Yes. It's World Legacy Monsters, I believe. But, of course, that Indigo can just shift over. HSD's a really good one. That's going to prompt the move for sure. Says, yeah, there's absolutely no way you're going to be allowed to resolve that.
And nothing. He can't use anything else, right?
He says,
and so
move. Right, and we move. So that center card must be good.
If Yang, like, next leveled this and planned...
If Yang walks out of this match a winner, that's it. He's only got 6.5 minutes. He's got to do it quick. 15:01, you're right, chat. Thank you so much.
What could that set be? Wait, it can't be targeted.
Targets.
Wait, it can't target, right? Oh, we're going to see memory get chained here. Oh, maybe he just wanted the paleo out of the grave.
Oh. Oh, you're right. So as long as it's pointing to a Mekk-Knight, it can be targeted.
Oh, okay.
And of course, it's pointing to blue. Chat's also identified that he's forgotten the purple. Oh, Shannon. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah. Or did he just special summon that purple?
Either way.
Yeah. What a match. What a match. Oh,
yeah, if this card in the extra monster zone points to no monsters. Good call.
Okay, so yeah, so Compulse makes it live. But then because there was a red moon, because he chained the World Legacy memory, he put a red moon in the same zone as Compulse, so that negated it because of Key. This is just...
What are we doing to out this Avermax? Obviously, there's like a million ways. Let's find one of them. Oh, no. Wait. Be careful. No. Be careful, King. No.
Oh, my God.
And it doesn't matter. Wouldn't it activate in the...
Doesn't it activate in Grave?
Ooh, let's find out.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Come on.
Checking the Grave.
Come on.
Oh, it's another Compulse. Okay,
Whew.
I got way too excited.
Crisis secure.
Gonna link for a Morningstar, I imagine, here.
Yeah. You're locked into mechs for the remainder of the turn.
Which is perfectly fine by Shannon's standards.
Make your own Avermax.
He attacks directly in that game, right?
Yeah, that's 3,000.
That's it. That's the match. Shannon going to top 4.
I love it.